Start recording. Stop recording button.
Hello, everyone. I've never done 2 recordings in one day, especially for blog posting and whatnot. Uh, so this is a first for me. Um, I guess I wanted to give you the real story here. I know I've done the blog posting on WordPress .com, but this is something different. This is the real story, and I hope you guys will appreciate this. You know, um, you know, the money that I do have, and I want to go from there first because I want you guys to know what's going on my side. Uh, the money I do have, okay, let's talk about it this way. I have a retirement fund, uh, and I invested money into a retirement fund when I was working, and then I got shot, and now I'm blind, and so I don't have that. I still have the retirement fund, but I don't use. It's not. I didn't make enough money into it to even do anything. But when I got shot, I got a settlement out of it, uh, and it was pretty much a 30-year retirement plan kind of deal. Where I took all that money that I received from our settlement, and I invested it. And my investments were pretty good, but sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're good. I keep an eye on them, but uh, my money is still there, and I spend a lot of money on my book, with marketing it and whatnot, and getting it published, self-published, and so this new thing I'm doing, this game for this mental vision and starting a company and uh, paying people to help me develop my idea. It's cost me a lot of money. I don't really know if I'm ever gonna get that money back, and I don't plan to. That's not my reason for doing all this. I give a shit about the money, but you know, we'll say I'm a 38-year-old guy who has money to spend and started a blind guy who started his own development company to produce games just for blind people, because there's not very many out there, and especially ones for action games, games that I'd want to play, and games that I could play with my family, friends, or whatever, who are sighted, and still have fun with it. So eventually, yes, we'll go bigger, we'll go better, but I can't do all this on my own. So I didn't do it for publicity. I didn't do it for, I did it for us. To make a statement. If I could do it, somebody else could do it. And developers don't believe there's a market for our community, which is bullshit. There is a market. If the game's good enough, it'll be there. People will be hungry for it, and they'll find it. And so that's another thing I'm trying to do. But I'm also doing this for us, as far as getting our community together. Focused on. People say, well, blind people can't do that. Disabled people can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. So why would I bother? Why would I bother spending money on something that you can't do? Because there's no market for you. Well, I'm gonna help. With your help, I'm gonna help us prove them wrong. There is a market for developing games for our community, and keeping us in mind during development. So we're going to be doing this to prove a point. And if it costs me money to do so, I will. To get a fun game out there, I'm doing it. I don't want to make a bunch of money. I know I'm not going to be a rich person off this CMR, and I don't want to be a rich person off CMR, but I'm just doing it to make a point. And with your support, and if you like the game, then play it. If it's too hard for you, then don't play it. But I promise it'll be worth your time to check out, and it'll prove a point. We'll be hungry for it. And if you believe as I believe, our community, can handle this type of entertainment, and this is something our community needs, then jump on board with me. Let's go. And if you believe, hey, well, our community doesn't need games like this. We need to play more solitaire and more blackjack and more slot machine games, then go with that. But if you want a more action impact game, where it's fun and the storylines are pretty great and you never know what's gonna happen, and it's fun, then come on with Mental Vision, because I promise you we won't let you down. We're always gonna get better as we keep going, and I've picked up a few people that along the way that have that have the same vision I do, and we're gonna keep going. But it's not about the money, and I want that to be the first and foremost thing. I give a crap about money right now. And I spent the money I have spent. I know I'm gonna have to spend more as I go, but eventually, this is all supposed to just, I was supposed to peak to a certain point where I proved a point that our community is in need of entertainment. We're so freaking bored with the same old, and we need something. So if you're on board, then come along. If you're not, then have fun with whatever you're doing, and maybe someday you'll come around. But we'll get it. We're getting there. So that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. So if you like what Mental Vision is doing, then subscribe, and I'll keep updating everyone on, now that I'm not in negotiation mode. I can relax a little bit, and I can do more blog posts and stuff. So I apologize for not doing that earlier this week, and late last week. I was preparing for that, and but now we're all settled, and we're back on track. So if I'm on Twitter, and I'm at mentalvision.info@gmail.com. If you need to say something, I'm available, or you can comment here on my YouTube channel if you need to get a hold of me somehow. All right, well, I'm also on the Apple This Form I created, but not many people have been commenting on that very often, but except for, when is it gonna come out? Yeah, so I know we're excited, and I'm excited, and we're gonna get there. So thanks for listening, and I hope everybody's excited as I am. Thanks, guys. Bye.